right. Hands look good today. Okay. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, the man. Look at Clay. Legon Clay. Coming back at you with another live stream of Ironman VR. We are on chapter 3. And so yeah, I was able to find some time to get a little bit of this game in. Everything's taken care of for work, so let's wrap up tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the Eve Valkyrie comparison streams. It's actually pretty fun. So I will find myself playing at more. Tony's nemesis has a name, Ghost. After taunting him with echoes of his past, she flies into the Shanghai night, daring Tony to follow. Let's see, the smart missile can stack multiple locks onto a single large enemy. Okay. Yeah, it does take forever to load, though. All right, let's go.
Your armor's not rated for combat on this scale, sir.
Like and die, Stark.
You don't know me very well.
Hey, boss!
Gunsmith, stay off this channel!
Boss, before you left, I packed you a hot lunch. I call it the enabler.
Miles Unibeam?
New and improved.
Woo!
Yeah! Take a memo, Friday. That's how you win a fight.
Damn!
Suck in it, Dumbsmith.
Thanks for the stowaway, pal. Just a shame it's one and done.
Oh, yeah, little thing. I added an ambient power collector to your chest piece. Harvests the energy given off when a drone goes boom.
So blow up bots to charge the Unibeam.
Circle of life, boss.
Below optimal, but not critical. Damage taken, sir.
Unibeam's at 50%. Keep it going.
Damage to your suit, sir. Critical systems still function, but we are struggling.
Unibeam's at 70%, boss.
Almost there.
Suit health is suboptimal. Widespread suit damage. We need repairs.
Unibeam 90% charged. Unibeam is recharged. Fire at will, boss.
Have a heart!
Suit health is dangerously low.
I can get used to this. Nice work.
No surprise, I'd know what you need.
Got any more, Ghost?
Not in stock.
Maybe you should close up shop for the night.
Sure. I got what I needed.
A well-earned beatdown?
The confidential files off your network. Kill you later.
How rude.
Does the name Tim Shung mean anything to anyone?
Not on my end.
Friday?
Record search is negative, sir. I'll look into it further.
That Unibeam is something else. Oh, excuse me. Let's go ahead. Trophy. Got a trophy. You know, I still don't have a platinum trophy yet. That's because I never finish games. Especially single player games. Whenever I do finish them, I normally play them on normal just so I can see how the story plays out. So, though Tony sometimes calls the garage his church, it's more like a beware the VR headset cable, blah blah blah. Thanks to Gunsmith's upgrades, Tony survived Ghost's massive assault on Stark Tower in Shanghai. He returns to Friday for a sit rep. Jamal Adams, what is good? Iron Lincoln. Come on, don't take a long time to load.
You appear to have a phone call in the kitchen, sir.
Could be Pepper calling.
Tony?
Pepper, how you feeling?
Like I fell out of an airplane.
You sound pretty spry for that.
Well, someone broke my fall.
You get a name?
No, but he was quite dashing. Sharp suit, strong jaw.
Hey, boss.
He's on the phone, you imbecile. Is that Gunsmith?
Oh, hey, Potts.
Just a second, Jamal.
What kind of drugs are they giving you?
Hang up immediately.
Boss, when you're done canoodling, I need you to check out something downstairs.
I'm sorry, sir. I told him you were not to be disturbed. Where did he come from? The ninth circle of hell, I'm afraid.
Could everyone just give us a minute, please?
Of course, sir. Good to hear you're in fine fettle again, Miss Potts. Thanks, Friday. Take care.
Give me a second, Jamal.
The gunsmith, Tony? What were you thinking?
2 Tonys are better than 1?
You really should have gotten a second opinion on that.
Yeah, well, my second opinion was undergoing a brain scan at the time.
Speaking of which, I should rest. Be safe. And don't let your worst half torture Friday.
Okay, so yeah, Jamal, this is I'm on chapter 3, and I think this game has like 10 chapters. I'm not sure. It totals up to like 8 hours of gameplay. Tony's phone call with Pepper, I didn't want to miss, any sort of important information, so please forgive me on that. Let's go have a talk with Gunsmith. So, to bring you up to speed a little bit on the story, I don't know if you're aware of the story or not. So what happens is Tony Stark stopped making weapons. A few years later, he puts Pepper in charge of Stark Industries. But somebody from his past is using his weapons against him. Weapons that were supposed to be like out of production and not being made anymore. So he's been having to fight these combat drones and what have you. And so these 2 images that you see right here, one is Friday over there. That is a program, but she has, he programmed her with a personality. She's his assistant for the most part. And then this guy over here, Gunsmith, is basically a program made after Tony Stark, with his charisma, so to speak. And he's the one that's working the upgrades to the armor and stuff. So you go up here, and you can get your upgrades on your armor. Charge repulsor. So let's do the other hand. Oh, I guess that's on both hands then. So how many points did I use? Unibeam. The Unibeam charges more quickly, roasts more enemies more often. All right, let's put it up there. Let's craft it. All right. Equipped. Okay. So he's good to go. What do we got here? Chassis. Impulse. Thrusters. We good on the repulsors. Smart missiles. We just did the capacitor. Chassis. Okay, let's go talk to Gunsmith.
What is up with Sunday?
Friday?
Oh, totally. And she is great, by the way. Sweet. Love the accent.
What's your point?
She's not like us, boss. Let's face it, she can't build the big guns. If she could, you wouldn't have called me out of retirement. I should be your onboard AI.
Well, Friday is excellent in the field.
Well, obviously. I mean, totally. I'm just saying. You know. Think about it, boss.
Just show me what you made.
Sure. Step right up.
What's all this?
Know your enemy. It's what you always told me, boss. This station allows you to look up information on drones we've encountered on the battlefield. Grab a drone icon, pull it out of the virtual workstation to view its specs. Rotate the 3D model, or read up on the drone statistics in the windows to your left and right. When you're done, feel free to pull out another drone hologram, or put this one back in the table. This place stays online 24/7, so drop by anytime you're feeling thirsty for knowledge. I'll continue to update the database as we encounter more enemy drones.
Impressive stuff.
It's why you made me, boss.
So this drone right here produces a shield. Skulls are invulnerable when they charge their ramming attack. Strategize instead of using brute force. Counter the ram attack by punching the skull right before it hits you. Rocket punch a skull when it's staggered, and it can crash into other drones, wrecking them. Stark Industries marketed the original skull as an aerial bouncer for secure facilities. It lets loose suppressing fire when it detects a bogey, and it rams anything that survives. Ghost reinforced the turret, and ramming function with the hard light, giving it greater durability and stopping power. Okay, so we can put that back. That's a tank,
Those calls
some
are
sort
old
of.
hover tanks, grave runners. Gotta say, I admire the hard light shields and the heavy anti-air payload.
Those are definitely more missiles than our designs carried.
Probably double staggered magazines. They'd explode from friction unless she used
Thermal microfilaments.
You should have headhunted her for R&D, boss.
Yeah, well, right now she's the one hunting heads.
This is pretty slick, though. Now, so that gunsmith, he stays in that program. He's inside that red saucer. Honestly, I'm beginning to think Gunsmith might be the ghost. Gunsmith might be the villain. Because when Tony Stark decided he wasn't going to make any more weapons, he turned off Gunsmith because he told him he, didn't need him, but it's like, I'm shutting you down, but you're still connected to the internet. So I think Gunsmith could possibly be the villain. You might have a program that got butthurt that Tony shut it down. Let's go talk to Friday.
Why didn't you tell me, sir?
About?
Phony, Tony? There's no record of him in my database.
Well, he was sort of a silent partner.
I'm a genius! Woo!
A silent partner. Yeah.
With all due respect, sir, I must ask. Do you trust him?
Let's go with this answer.
He's on a short leash.
Of course. No, you're right. Have a look at this, sir.
Tell me you found Ghost's location.
Still working on it, sir. But I've programmed additional functionality into this globe to better prepare us for her next move. Select a location to proceed.
Let's start here.
Selecting locations will display a list of relevant missions, including ones you've completed.
Nice work, Friday.
I've also programmed several flight courses that should help us test your armor's capabilities.
Friday, are you afraid of being outdone by Gunsmith?
Hardly, sir. In stark contrast to his offerings, mine are about saving a life, namely yours. These courses will help to improve your defensive capabilities. I've designed flight challenges for Malibu, Shanghai, as well as a virtual reality course based on an old decommissioned Stark facility.
Flying in VR. Think it'll work?
Let's find out, sir.
We've already been to Shanghai. Fatal Charade, what's up? Let's go here. Oh, that was the beginning. So I guess maybe we got to go ahead and participate in this free fly. Let's... fly through every waypoint and complete the race as fast as you can. We'll go with this loadout. You can earn additional research points by improving your score on completed missions, up to a maximum of 5 research points per mission for a 5-star rating. That didn't take too long. While the hunt for ghosts goes on, Tony enters a VR sim of an old Stark facility to try Friday's flight challenge. So I'll probably have to do this to be able to go on in the story. Come on, loading time.
Okay, this works.
For this challenge, I've simulated a former Stark Industries weapons silo.
I remember this place.
Initiating flight test. Make us proud, sir.
Missed it.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Course is 50% complete. Keep it up.
Oh! cat. Oh, what's up? What happened? Oh. Okay, I accidentally
I'll keep
paused.
that off the official record. Care to try again?
No. Oh, 1 star. Oh, I get it now. You're going to have to do these challenges in order to get these research points. These research point goes towards your upgrades, upgrading the armor. So at some point, like it or not, I'll probably have to come back and redo some of these challenges to try to get some more points. But I'm still learning to fly. So right now, I'm just trying to do enough to move forward with the story. Friday's flight challenge pushed the armor's agility to its limits. Tony returns to the garage for any developments on Ghost's whereabouts. So I'm going to play for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to stretch out so I can get ready to call it a night. But it's been a great weekend. Got a lot of VR in. Had a good weekend with my son, so it's been a great weekend.
Welcome home, sir. See me when you can.
So I've got 8 research points to upgrade my armor. Right now, I don't see any reason to have to upgrade the armor because that unibeam is something else. Well, let's go talk to Friday, see what she's got to say.
What is this? Another attack?
A helicarrier.
Thankfully, no.
Shield.
It's the location of the helicarrier Orestia. Director Fury would like a word with you.
Nick wants to see me? Why does it feel like I'm being called to the principal's office?
SHIELD was monitoring the events in Shanghai. I believe they have intel to share.
All right, let's go see Nick. No one refuses a call from Nick Fury. I got a feeling this isn't a social call. We'll stay with this one because I got the unibeam capacitor and I've got the repulsors charged. So with that upgrade, the repulsors will charge quicker because that seems to be the weapon. I don't know. I'm not going to exactly say it's my weapon of choice. It just seems to be the easiest one to use. Tony flies to the SHIELD helicarrier Orestia, where an old friend and his grievances await. As a data analyst, Friday generates short-term predictive models from news feeds, radio chatter, and the most unpredictable resources. Fury established SHIELD in the late 90s as a nonpartisan international intelligence agency with material support from Howard Stark. Let's go.
I knew Nick would have a good take on our ghost problem. SHIELD's the best intelligence agency on Earth, and probably off it, too. But I also knew he'd have questions, even after all these years. questions about why I quit the weapons biz. Considering what I was up against, the answer felt obvious.
Greetings, Iron Man. Welcome to the Arestia.
Look at that. As beautiful as the day she launched.
I've studied her blueprints extensively. One of your finest designs.
Wonder if they kept the Japanese toilets.
If you're feeling nostalgic, sir, perhaps a quick fly around?
Sure. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Very good, sir. I've marked your HUD with some points of interest.
Let's go.
I heard Hammer Industries did maintenance on the front hangars. Equipment elevators. Same ones I installed in Avengers headquarters. Stark Resilient class propulsor engines.
Twice the horsepower at a quarter the weight.
That thing is big.
Nice to see they upgraded to my Mark V turbine engines.
They've added enhanced shock mounts as well.
You make me so proud.
Vapor pneumatic anti-aircraft cannons. Cloudbusters, first of their kind.
You know your stuff.
Remember that at my next performance review. This hangar wasn't designed for an electromagnetic door.
Well, looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. decided to go with the lowest bidder on this one. This ship was my last big number before I quit. Strange to feel proud of what I'll never do again.
Making weapons was misspent talent, but talent nonetheless.
True. I just wish Nick would quit asking me for an encore.
This is Arestia Tower, hailing Iron Man.
Hail right back, Tower.
You have permission to land.
Yeah, I was gonna anyway.
Let's see what Mr. Fury has to say. So I think once I get done with Fury, that's probably where I'll wrap it up at. Tony understood the true human cost of his weapons making lifestyle when terrorists took him hostage with Stark Industry weapons. Tony enters the Aristia's bridge. After inspecting his old helicarrier design, he braces himself for a familiar and angry voice. Let's go. Let's see what he's got to say.
Quite the commanding view, sir.
That it is, Friday. Where's the guy who commands it?
Director Fury's in a strategy briefing at the moment. Maybe a quick look around?
No, maybe about it.
Ever wonder why they call this helicarrier Arestia?
Named after one of Stark's old girlfriends.
I thought it's because S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna arrest ya.
No one appreciates the classics.
Maintenance bay.
Can I get a number 5? No tomato?
Don't know who you are, but the call box is not a toy.
Really, sir?
Director Fury on deck.
Care for a game?
Hey, Nick. I think I'm already in one.
You're definitely being played.
Hard light.
Makes these old drones of yours extra hard to kill, Tony. Wish S.H.I.E.L.D. had something like that. Imagine the possibilities.
Maybe the Ghost will sell it to you.
We don't buy tech from terrorists. Suppose we could pirate it.
That would justify the eye patch.
Why'd you stop selling weapons, Tony?
I needed to sleep better.
Needed to sleep better. Tony, on?
Director Fury, new intel incoming.
Got it.
So this is why you asked me here, Nick? S.H.I.E.L.D's hard up for hardware?
Other contractors stepped up. We're doing just fine.
That flip phone says otherwise.
This isn't ours, smartass. Belongs to your opponent. Or did. We recovered it from the rubble of one of your buildings in London.
I saw one like it in Shanghai.
S.H.I.E.L.D. was hoping to scrub some good intel off it, but it's bricked. Won't even turn on. Friday still handling analytics?
She was. I called up some extra help recently.
Give that to them. Maybe they'll have better luck with it.
Director Fury, new screens up on the mid-deck.
After you. You know what a ghost is in chess? A threat. More in the mind of the player than on the board. Haunts your judgment. Distracts you.
From what?
The endgame.
Director Fury, we're tracking a giant UAV on the starboard side.
Shoot it down!
It's gone. Vanished from radar.
Like a ghost.
Look! There!
Destroy it!
We're hitting it with everything. Nothing's getting through.
Moment of truth, Tony. Who wins this game of chicken? Her drone or my helicarrier?
Tough call, considering I made them both.
It's gonna hit us!
Off the Raptors! Everyone, out of the pit!
Whoa.
Give me a head count!
Is everyone seeing this?
A laser mesh is forming around the helicarrier.
She's putting us in a cage.
Scramble the jets! Tony, guess I don't need to tell you what to do.
I wouldn't listen to you anyway, Nick.
Get to it.
Logistical support in position.
So I'll probably leave it there once this fight gets ready to start. When Tony became Iron Man, he canceled S.H.I.E.L.D's outstanding orders for supplies and repairs, damaging his friendship with Nick Fury. A colossal laser cage surrounds the Aristia Iron Man takes to the sky to support the helicarrier's defense. So once this loads up, because I want to be able to save it, once it loads up, I'm going to wrap it up right there. Okay. Sorry to leave everybody hanging at that point. I'll come back tomorrow or Tuesday and do another stream of Ironman VR. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to boogie on out of here. And y'all have a good night. We'll see you soon. Wakanda forever. Deuces.